know today is going to be a little bit different of a video, and the reason for that is because I really want to share with you guys my heart for my channel and why I'm here on YouTube and where I want this channel to go, and just kind of share with you my experience with social media and how it's affected me, the good and the bad. And I'm sure that some of you guys can relate to my experience, so I'm so open for a discussion about this. So if you guys have any thoughts about things that I say, I would love to start a conversation, so please feel free to leave comments in the description box below, because I think that this is something that a lot of people can relate to. Here is my story. So in high school, I didn't really have an iPhone until I think I got it my junior year, and I was so excited because everyone else had an iPhone, and I was like, yes, thank goodness, you know, I have one and I can relate to other people now. This is so awesome. And I began to have an Instagram, and I think I had a Snapchat at one point, and then my parents were like, we don't really want you to do that. So I was just like, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I was just happy that I had an iPhone because everyone else did. And so that kind of progressed. I graduated high school, and I actually, the first time I got Instagram for Reels, because before I only had it for like a month, I actually went to BeautyCon, and that was such a great experience, and I loved it. It was all about makeup and beauty, and obviously that's something I'm really passionate about and I love. So I was super excited to download Instagram, because in order to get free things, you had to post pictures and tag the brand on Instagram. And I remember just like, you know, taking a whole bunch of photos and posting them. And all my friends were like, oh my gosh, you have an Instagram, that's so cool now. And so I was just really excited because I was able to connect with people from high school again, and I was able to like maintain relationships with people through social media, which is honestly, in my opinion, one of the greatest benefits of it. I was really excited about that. And then the year kind of went on, and I started college and making all these friends, and so I could add them on social media. I was able to really express myself creatively through taking a whole bunch of fun photos with my friends and posting them and all this stuff. And overall, like, my experience with specifically Instagram was really great, and I really enjoyed, you know, being creative and that whole aspect of it. I never re-downloaded Snapchat, and I don't have a Twitter still. I was content with just Instagram. I really enjoyed the Instagram because it allowed me to be creative, which is something that I love to do. And that kind of tied into watching YouTube videos, like all the beauty YouTube videos, and following the beauty Instagrams and all those things. And then obviously following my favorite celebrities, I was able to see what they were up to and all their photos. I think that social media, specifically Instagram, is a great way to be creative, like I've said, and to keep up with people and maintain relationships. Now, is it always used for those purposes? No. For me, sometimes I would find myself just like getting super distracted and not being able to focus on anything else besides just like scrolling through Instagram. Like, instead of like reading, which is something I used to love to do, I found myself just scrolling on my phone, or spending like hours watching makeup videos, some of which I like am glad that I did that, because I was able to enhance my skills for makeup and really get into the beauty community. But some of it felt like wasted time, and I would like feel myself drowning in just watching videos to keep myself occupied, when really I could have probably been doing something a lot more productive. And so I found myself in kind of like this hole of like watching YouTube videos for like 3 hours in the morning. And this was usually like in the summer, or watching it like late at night instead of watching a show. And it kind of put me in this place of like really isolating myself, because not really anyone around me was gonna like watch a makeup video with me. And so I really started thinking about like, okay, how much time am I really putting into, you know, just watching YouTube? and being on Instagram, I started realizing what it was kind of doing to me. And in a sense, like, I was putting myself in a position where not only was I like away from people, but I also started to like make assumptions about people. And by that I mean, like, when I would just scroll on social media, I'd be like, wow, they have it all together, or, you know, they have like the best new thing, like their makeup is so perfect, they look so great, they're in such good shape. And I would just find myself being like why aren't I like that? Why doesn't my Instagram look like this? And why don't I have this makeup product? Like, maybe I should go and spend money on this. Especially with YouTube, I found myself buying a lot more makeup, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can become a problem, and I could feel myself getting there. Like, I would save up my money and spend a lot of it on makeup, and it's not bad to have a hobby and to do that in a healthy way, but I could feel myself like going towards just spending a lot of money on makeup, and it wasn't a good place for me to be in, especially as a college student. It's like, maybe we shouldn't spend like a lot of money on makeup. And it might not seem like a lot, like it was probably like $50 here and there, so that might not seem like a lot to the average person, maybe. I don't know what your budget is, but for me, that was kind of a lot out of, you know, what I was making as like a part-time job. So with all that in mind, I was just thinking like, okay, I'm spending money, I'm comparing myself to other people, I'm assuming that all these people have a great life, and comparing those assumptions to my life and thinking like mine could be a lot better if I had this or that. And it just put me in a place where I wasn't fully content with either myself or my living situation or what I had. And for me, like, I'm typically like a very joyous person, and I find lots of positives in situations, but I could like sense myself starting to be a little more ungrateful than I used to be. So that's when I was kind of like, okay, let's take a step back. So I remember kind of reeling it in on spending money on makeup, and what I ended up doing was finding a way for me to save money with makeup, because I still enjoyed buying it and trying new things. However, I did it in a way that would save me money. So one of the greatest tips I love to do is go to CVS and save up all of their coupons, because you can combine them. So that's something that I learned to do in order to save a lot of money. You'll see me on Instagram sometimes post like, I love CVS, look how much money I got to save, because for me that's like a big step. I'm able to save a lot of money just by going and saving up these coupons. I still get to use my, you know, love for makeup in a great way, and I still get to try new things. It just might not be as excessively spending money as I used to. Another thing I did with Instagram was I started unfollowing the people that I was assuming had it all together, or people that I started comparing myself to. I kind of limited following only the people that were close to me. So something that I did was like unfollow a lot of celebrities and unfollow specific magazines that weren't beneficial to my self-esteem and to my mindset and my perspective. When I unfollowed a lot of these people who had all these editing techniques and all of this money to show off all the things that they have or highlight what they're doing that I couldn't do, my feed started becoming a lot more relatable. So like if I saw my friend was going to the beach, it's like easy for me not to think like, oh gosh darn it, I can't go to the beach. It's like, I have access to the beach, that'd be fun. Or it was easy for me to be happy for people rather than me start comparing myself to people. And that's not to say that like I never have assumptions or I never compare myself anymore, because there's moments where I do, and you know, you have to catch yourself in those moments. But for me, it's more beneficial to just follow the people that I know rather than the people that I don't, and then all I know of them are the assumptions I make of them. And that's not a good way to get to know people. I found it's really helpful to just follow the people that you know who they are as a person, and you know that the things that they're posting are things like you can understand where they're coming from because you know their character and who they are. So in a nutshell, that was kind of my experience with social media and where I'm at today. I really only follow, like on my personal account, I only follow people that I know, and I only allow the people that I know to follow me. With my beauty account, it's a little bit different because I like to get inspiration for looks, and I'll follow YouTubers and things like that. But if you are struggling with comparing yourself or making assumptions about people and then thinking that they're one thing because of what they post, I would suggest for you to really only follow the people that you know and that you have relationships with, or things that are beneficial and life-giving, like encouraging quotes or something like that, rather than people that you don't know or accounts that will just make you feel ungrateful and wanting more things. So all in all, like I said, I just wanted to share with you guys my opinion of social media and how it's affected me, where I am now. In regards to where I would like this channel to go, I obviously now have a beauty Instagram, and I have this YouTube channel that I review products and I do testing of different makeup or sharing my favorite, beauty tips and tricks or things that I like and that I have. My goal is to never make you feel inadequate or make you feel that you need to compare yourself to me or what I have and what you don't have. My goal with this channel is just to really be joyful and positive and share with you guys like fun things. And honestly, the reason I'm posting this video is because I'm going to start posting videos more about character and inner beauty, and I just wanted to give you guys the story of my heart and where I'm coming from with social media, because I feel like I need you guys to understand where I'm coming from in order to hear me on future videos that I have. Because if I'm starting to talk about like making assumptions about people, but here I am like posting this like really nice Instagram photo, I don't want you to think that I always have it all together. Really, the purpose of me posting photos is to grab your attention and to read the caption. So if you see me posting a really like nice photo, which I'm going to start upping my Instagram, so you should follow Natalie Erin Beauty if you don't already. And the main portion of what I'm going to try and communicate to you guys will be in the caption or in my stories, because I feel like those actually give you a true picture of who I am as a person and where I'm coming from, rather than just a photo by itself. So that's going to be my goal. So if you ever see me post, be sure to read the caption, and I would love to reply to anything that you have to say, or if you have any thoughts, I would love to have a conversation with you guys about that. I also want to highlight another reason why I'm doing these videos is going to be because with my experience, I've noticed a lot of attention being placed on outward appearances and outward physical beauty, and I mean, it's a ton of pressure to constantly see these perfect images and getting frustrated with yourself because you can never attain that. And honestly, you weren't meant to attain that. You're meant to be yourself and who you are, and you're not meant to compare yourself to others, because everyone else is already supposed to be fulfilling what they're called to do and what their passions are. You're not supposed to try and be someone else. You're supposed to be who you are. So that's like my little spiel. I won't get too much into it, but that's really where these videos are going to be coming from. I'm still going to be doing other product reviews and makeup videos, but there will be occasional videos on Wednesday, and it kind of goes along with my Instagram. On Wednesdays I do something called Walking in Beauty Wednesday, and the concept of that I'm going to explain in another video. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that, and that will be the next video I post on a Wednesday. I'm hoping it's going to be at least one Wednesday a month, so once I start filming and seeing how that goes, I'll let you guys know. But that's really where these videos are going to be coming from. They're going to be a lot more relaxed than like a makeup video or something. Makeup videos or beauty videos are still going to be going up on Saturdays at 10:30, and these Wednesday videos are going to be going up on Wednesday at 10:30. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and me just sharing my heart with you guys on this topic. I would encourage you to really evaluate your heart on social media and YouTube and how it makes you feel, and address those feelings in appropriate ways. Maybe it's unfollowing people, maybe it's deleting your social media account altogether. I don't know, that's going to be up to you and what you feel like is necessary, but really just remember to be yourself and not try and compare yourself to other people. I hope to see you guys in the next couple Wednesdays and on Saturdays. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment below if you have anything you'd like to say in response to what I was talking about today. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Natalie Erin Beauty. I will see you guys all over there, and have a great rest of your day.